Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another day on the plot. Wow, it has been windy, hasn't it? Hasn't it been windy, rainy and horrible? Said it'd happen. Yeah, we had a lot of sunshine in February, didn't we? And then sort of spring, winter, whichever one you want to call it, has caught up. So yeah, I've luckily didn't suffer any damage, so my greenhouses and my shed have both escaped. My fence at the bottom, that's alright. Little projects for today. I'm thinking now ahead. I know it's hard to believe it, but hang on, gust of wind. No, not as bad as I thought. I say it's very windy. Hang on. There we go, there we go. Little project for today. I want to think back to last year and the amount of heat we had and the lack of water that I had. So obviously I've got IBC right here, and quite a sad story. Another couple of guys have given up the plot at the back end. They've got IBCs. They've also got a greenhouse and loads of other bits and bobs in that, but you know, I try and keep my hands in my pockets on that one because there's only so much stuff I can have on here before it starts to get cluttered and starts looking like a dump. So what I want to do is I've got this half a greenhouse here. Now, I don't know if it's coming out because of the wind. I've got this half a greenhouse here, so what I'm thinking is if I set that up as a greenhouse on some slabs, ace, I've got myself another little growing space, put a couple of grow bags in there, a few Tommies, you know what I mean? And then behind that, because it's got a gutter in running down each side of it, I can stick an IBC. Let me see if I can show you. So there's the greenhouse frame. I say I've got enough glass to finish that off. I'm thinking slab base, raise it up a bit on timber, and then behind here, ignore all of the crud, there's enough room for two IBCs back to back being fed from these drains here. Now, it might not be the most efficient of systems in the universe, but I think it'll be a nice little project, and any additional water that I can get is going to be a bonus. So what I need to do is clear this area, slab it, get some raised area in there so I can get the water butts raised up, because obviously with an IBC, I don't know if you can see, let me jog over here. Stumble over my beds and I walk into the... Anyway, yeah, the tap is right at the bottom. So if you imagine, tap right at the bottom, you can't get your watering can under. So you've got two options, you either dig a hole or you raise your water butt up. So that's what I'm going to do in this area back here. So yeah, it might not look like much. This is actually going on to the, I'll say the new plot, the extra plot here. So wind, wind, wind. So yeah, that might be a nice little project for today. Woo. Yeah, everything else is just as it is. A lot of little things sprouting up in my beds, a lot of weed seeds and that, so go over, give them a good hoeing. The other two beds that I started last week, I finished them off as well this morning. So I just whacked some stakes in, screwed them in and everything like that, you know. Another couple of nice little beds there. I might be able to get some raspberries or something going in there, because I'm thinking fruit. My little blueberry as well. I went into the range. I've never been into the range before, but they have quite a nice range of gardening gear and a little gardening centre around the back. And they had this blueberry bush here, which I thought was kind of cute. That was £3. Obviously a blueberry likes acidic soil, so you're best not using normal compost. This is ericaceous compost, which is slightly acidic, which will obviously help that one away. Blueberries are really hardy, so that'll stay outside. Hopefully that'll get away. So that's what, about 30cm pot square, something like that. So that should be enough for it, definitely. So hopefully I'll get some little blueberries, because I don't mind a blueberry. Not that fond on black currants, but I like a blueberry. So yas. Not a heck of a lot I can be doing. I'm not putting anything out yet. What we are, May? No, we're not on May. We're on March the 16th, I believe it is. So middle of May. I've got a March-May whole thing going on at the minute, haven't I? Like me pom-pom. Yeah. I don't. I stole this hat. When I say stole, I mean took it out of the car. I completely lost my thought of train. Yeah, that's it. It's March, not May. So here in Nottingham, middle of England. Still a bit early yet, it's way too early for potatoes. I'll be putting those in mid-April. My last frost date can be anything up to the sort of start of May, first week of May I've known a frost. Yeah, that's it really. So I'm at that weird point at the minute. I've not sown anything in the way of tomatoes yet. I've not sown anything like that yet. It's just a little bit too early for me. That'll be towards the end of March. So yeah, the only things that I've really got in outside, I've got my garlic, asparagus, which is obviously still asleep. Got my globe artichoke, and that's about it. In here we have an early splash of colour from the hyacinths, which are now in full bloom. Look at that, I knew it was worth planting them. Beautiful. Right, in the greenhouse, so in here it's cold at night, fairly warm in the day. What have I got? Leeks. One start of the leeks here. They're all starting to come up quite nicely. As you can see, they sort of come up, where are you? They sort of come up in a loop and then straighten out. So you end up with like an L shape, and then that will straighten up, and then yeah, they'll get away. A lot of these are onions as well. A lot of the onions will take the seed head up with them. See those little grey dots? That's not a problem at all. It's just a natural part of things. What have we got here? That's my other leeks. Let's have a look at the variety. Musselburgh. Just starting to show up now, or at least one of them is. Going back, that's Autumn Mammoth, which I got from the Grow Your Own magazine, because that's where the majority of my seeds come from. And the elephant are yet to show. Hello! This is the flower off a globe artichoke. I harvested it last year off one of my plants. As you can see, it's a bit of a beast. You want to be careful with these because they're ever so sharp as well once they've dried out. What I thought I was going to do is see if I can harvest some seeds out of it. So yeah, that's the plan right now. I've had a quick play with it, and it seems to have a lot of these hairs in, like tons and tons of them. And it's got this hard outer bark as well, which will probably need to be peeled away. I'm hoping that the seeds are hiding in here somewhere. I'm certainly no expert on this matter, so I should just get stuck in and start peeling away some of these outer leaves, see if we can find the seeds. Beautiful flowers these are, ever so easy to grow. So I was assuming that they would be sitting at the bottom of the hairs, but I can't see anything. There is a good chance that this one has not been pollinated. Oh! Oh! We have a seed. I think that's a seed. It's a bit of a wrinkly one if it is. So down at the base of all of these feathers, quite similar to dandelions I suppose, there is evidence of some seeds. So one can only assume then that these fan out and get carried on the wind as they would with a dandelion. So not every single one of these has got a seed by any stretch, and some of them look a bit small and winkly. But you know what? I don't mind small and winkly. Well, that's ridiculous. I mean, I've got a lot of seeds out of there, but absolutely loads of fluff. If you can see all of this, ew, that's just off the one flower. So that's quite impressive. That's going in the compost. Waste not, want not. I've been picking them out of my nose for weeks. And there we have it. There was 130 seeds there. I didn't get anywhere near all of them. But yeah, that's certainly more than I'm ever going to want to be able to plant. Oh, excuse the old blood blister there. Hard gardening work. Yes. Well, I've got that, it took me a long time actually. There's a lot of weed roots and nettle roots and all the rest of it in there. But I've cleared the area that I want to put it in, the greenhouse water butt assembly, my little water collecting area. There we go, so that's going to get a greenhouse at the front, the two water butts at the back. I've not dug it over completely because I want it to remain quite firm, because obviously I want a nice solid base there. What I have done is just moved it, the surface of the soil, got the roots out just enough for me to be able to level it off. The greenhouse frame itself, obviously this is a little one, 6x4. As you can see, there's no sort of metal base or anything on it at all, so I'm just going to make a wooden base for that, just out of some bits of timber that I've got. Screw those straight in. Yeah, I'll crack on with that. Right, so that's my first line of slabs in. I've tried to get everything in line with the other greenhouse just to try and keep it all nice and uniform. So yeah, first line, 5 slabs in. I'm going to go 4 back. That'll be enough for the greenhouse, and then I'm just going to see if I've got enough left to do the water butts as well. So I'm going to crack on. Oh, it's turned into quite a nice day actually, after all the storms and rain that we've had recently. This has been a nice little change actually. It's quite warm, I can feel the sun on my face. This side, not that side. Now that side. Anyway, slightly out of breath. Right, I'll show you what I've done down Right, I'll show you what I've done down here. I have laid me slab base there. So that's 5x4, 20 slabs down there. They're not absolutely perfect by any means, but this is an allotment and not my back garden, so that'll certainly do. They are level, that's the main thing, and they do slope slightly backwards as well, which means when the rainwater catches in the gutters, it's going to run to the back, so that's the main part for me. I've had a bit of a clear around as well, so that I've got access all the way around it. And now I just want to try and think about getting my water butts in the back on some sort of raised platform. I haven't got a clue what, but yeah. I'm going to have to try and improvise. I'm going to have to try and improvise on that one. So yeah, you like that? See, put that greenhouse on the end of that greenhouse. I wonder if I could connect the two together. I'm not going to. I'm just wondering if I can. Yeah, so that's the next bit. Base down here, water butts. Yeah, hopefully get cracked today. So that was quite lucky. Anyway, I've managed to get 9 pallets down the back there. I say 9 because they're smaller than the IBCs, so I'm going to have to go across 1.5 pallets. But yeah, that's the cube there. I've got another one on its way, so I'm going to throw one up there, see if it fits. Well, I've just come across a slight hitch in my plan. So I've offered the greenhouse up onto the new base, put my raised water butts in, and I'm glad I noticed, but if you look at the height of the gutter, that'll be the collecting the rainwater, and the height of the water butt, that ain't going to quite work, is it? So, do I put a hole in the side of the water butt? Then obviously that means that I'll only be able to be filling it up about 3/4. Or do I lose one of them pallets and make my access a bit harder? Might be a combination of both. Let me have a play. Well, that's still accessible for my watering can to get in. I'll move all of this post in, that's not needed. So I can get in with my watering can, that's not too low. But if you look at the height of the gutter, that is still too high. I might just pour a pipe and just fill it into the top, it'll be filled up. Probably only miss out on 100 litres or so. Yep, I'm doing that. there you are, now you can see the kind of setup that I had in mind. So, got the two IBCs, 1,000 litres in each. So I've just had to throw that over an edge, or if you're not from Nottingham, a hedge, and yeah, drag it everywhere. So, not the lightest of things. Yeah, so there we go. So greenhouse, feeding the two water bots. Hopefully get some of the rainfall in the little April showers, if we get any. So yeah, I never come down with the intention of doing any of this. It's just the chaps from the other allotment came to me and says, we're leaving, do you want anything? I says, yeah, I want it all. I want it all, and I want it now. So yeah, I'm knackered. Excuse me, that's not the right word, is it? Just let the wind pass. Somewhat pooped. So yeah, that should be nice. Another 2,000 litres of water, which will be groovy. These are the Brussels sprouts and cabbages after 1 week now. As you can see, we've had good germination of those. And as you can also see, cabbages on that side, Brussels sprouts on this side. Everything looks pretty much the same, doesn't it? Now, as I said I would, I planted 2 in every cell. And I've got life out of every cell apart from 1. So whether I forgot to put a seed in that one, I don't know. But any of them with 2 in, I'm going to be taking 1 out. I know a lot of you are going to think this is sacrilege, aren't you? Or whatever the word is. How can you destroy little plants? Well, I want nice healthy cabbages. Nice healthy cabbages aren't competing for resources. So this is how it's going to go down. So just 1 out of every cell is going. And I'll leave the other one to grow on. Could just cut the tops off, but these are coming out quite easily. If I thought they were damaging the roots of the other plant, then I would do that. I've obviously put 3 in some of these. Look. So there we go, all of those thinned out to 1 plant per pot, and they can stay in there for probably another couple of weeks till they develop their second set of leaves. These are just the seed leaves. That's just all the energy from the seed has produced those, just so that they can get the roots down, start to photosynthesize to get some energy, and start to pull up some nutrients from the soil. What else? Boiled beans, as you can see, are starting to put roots out at the bottom as well. And look, that one, nothing on the top. Nice big juicy root out at the bottom, so he's just sorting himself out, working out which way's up. No sign out of the elephant garlic yet, but we do have roots out the bottom. So if we have roots out the bottom of the elephant garlic, that means something surely is going to come out the top, same as that one as well. As soon as I see some sprouts of life, I'll think about putting those out. Another nice little gift from the chaps that left. They had a load of this compost in the shed. They said he's had it a good year or so, but I can't really see that being a problem, can you? So that's the Verve, is that B&Q, Sainsbury's one, isn't it? 125 litre bags, so 250, probably 350 litres there, something like that. So yeah, I'm having that. So hopefully you can see what I'm trying to get at here anyway. Get the glass on, get the guttering all piped up and everything like that, and then hopefully they'll fill up nicely. Can't get it done today. I could get it done today, but I'm absolutely shattered and I don't want to overdo it. I've been lugging IBCs and all sorts around, but yeah, I've got the glass, I've got the pipe, I've got the connectors, so yeah, everything's looking good on that front. So get a bit silly now. Look, a shed, 1 greenhouse, 2 greenhouses, and now a little half greenhouse in here. I don't mind, I've got some plans for the little half greenhouse, you know what I mean, throw some grow bags in there. Yeah, last year growing space was a bit short, so I like to do chilies and peppers and tomatoes, cucumbers. I didn't have an aubergine last year, so yeah, so there'll be plenty of indoor space there. Obviously the amount of watering that I'm going to need will increase, but hopefully that won't be a major problem now. If it rains plenty and fills me new butts up, that'll be absolutely lovely. So yeah, I'm thinking about going home, having my tea. Not bad. Well, that's the end of another day of hard work down on the plot. I've thoroughly enjoyed it though. Yeah, pretty soon all of that seed sowing and goodness is going to start, isn't it? Yeah, I think next week. Oh, next year I'll be doing this as well, but I'll be doing it this week also. Next week, yeah, I'm going to start sowing in earnest. I hope he doesn't mind, but there's lots of things to be planted. Yeah, so yeah, just basically getting towards the end of March. That means everything can go in tomatoes. And yeah, a bit of everything. I've got a lot of flowers, a lot of things like that. I'm not bothered with any cucumbers or marrows, courgettes or anything yet. I can leave those a little bit longer. But yeah, it is going to start. The greenhouses are going to get full and everything's going to be full pelt ahead. So I hope that you guys are all doing well. Hope that you're all enjoying your gardening experiences. Please, get in touch. I'll always try and comment back to you. And thank you very much for joining me once again in this fantastic, beautiful thing that is allotmenting. See you later.